guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina Joy. If you haven't been here before, I make Christian and lifestyle videos to help you grow in your faith and in wellness and just in life in general. So grab some coffee and settle in. Today we're talking about kind of the health and wellness journey that I've been on. More recently, I've been more intentional about what I'm putting into my body and on my skin, and just reading ingredients. There are a lot of things that we put into our bodies and on our skin that just really suck. They're just not good for us. They are not helpful to our health, to our wellness. And we're just kind of stabbing ourselves in the back with some of these things. Where do I start here? I've been doing so much research. It's kind of like just all everywhere in my brain right now. Let's start with makeup. So first of all, I have been kind of on a journey towards cleaner makeup products. I'm still on that journey. If you are also on this same journey, I would love some recommendations in the comments below. Like, genuinely, I am looking for cleaner products, still transitioning over. I've been reading studies and articles. A lot of makeup has like aluminum in it and titanium, and these are heavy metals, things that are not good to be having in your body or to be putting on your skin and absorbing into your bloodstream. Your skin is your largest organ, and you're just absorbing these things into your bloodstream, and it's just not super great for you. So I've been transitioning away from things that have those two things in them, and also just reading ingredients. Honestly, the shorter the ingredients list, the better it probably is for your skin and for your overall health. I'm still kind of making that transition. I found I started with kind of concealer, finding a concealer that doesn't have aluminum, that doesn't have titanium in it, and just learning what these metals do to your body and how they affect your brain. And then I moved on to mascara, and I'm like, okay, we can find a cleaner mascara too, which I guess that's not as bad because it goes on your eyes. So it kind of is just as bad. But I was gonna say it doesn't like absorb as much as like your skin would, because your skin like is like semi-permeable, where it absorbs things in, but it also keeps things out. It's a barrier. But at the same time, because it's absorbing things in, you want it to be absorbing good things in. Things that are nourishing to your skin and that are not going to cause you cancer. I've been trying to get a lot of healthy fats into my diet, avocado, focusing on what oils I'm using to cook with, not using oils that have a really low like smoke rate and will break down the nutrients. So like olive oil has a lower smoke rate than other oils. Like, it would still be better for you than canola oil, definitely. But at the same time, you want to cook with an oil that has a higher smoke rate so that it doesn't break down the nutrients and the good stuff in the oil, like the vitamin E, the antioxidants. You don't want to break those down because you're frying stuff in oil that has a low smoke rate. So also just paying attention to what you're putting on your skin, like trying to stay away also from phthalates and just like like perfume that has like dye in it and all of that stuff. Like, that's why I never put that on my skin, because you don't want to absorb those unnecessary dyes as much as possible. You want to just stay away from that. So either like spray it on your clothes if you feel the need to, or just I don't know, use something natural like vanilla extract or something, because you're like, I don't know, you're breathing this stuff into your lungs, your also the dyes and just the overall phthalates, which mess with your endocrine system. And it's like, I don't know why we have so many toxic things in our skincare and in our just overall like care for ourselves. We're like, oh, we'll do this thing to make us smell better or to make us look better, but then actually we're like inversely poisoning ourselves. Like, and obviously it's not that bad, but over time, and some of these things, we don't even have studies for some of the things that are like in makeup. So it's like, just the fewer ingredients, the better. The closer that you get to nature, the better. The closer that you're getting to the way that foods were supposed to be produced, and not like, oh, we're gonna eat this white bread and it's gonna, we're gonna take out this and then squeeze back in the folate. Like, I can't. So I'm kind of on that health journey right now. And then also physical health, working out a lot more, making sure that I'm fueling my body with good things. So, because our bodies do so many things for us on a daily basis. Like the energy that we expend, the things that we, helping your family, or being a good friend, or just being a student, or at your job. Like, your body does so many things for you. You want to be fueling it with the best sources of food and energy. And also, it's like an investment into yourself, because in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, your body's still going to be doing these things for you. And the level of care that you treat your body with is going to greatly impact kind of the level of care that you'll need in like 30, 40, 50 years. Like, if you're taking really good care of your health, and obviously there's like genetics and environmental factors that we can't control, things that we're exposed to that we obviously can't control, and we don't want to live in fear about everything. But the better that you fuel your body now, then in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the better that your body is going to be able to serve you. So those have just been some of the things that I've been thinking about. Also, spiritual health. And I know a lot of people on this channel are here because I talk about Jesus and my faith journey a lot. And so to touch on that a little bit, one of the things that it was a really cold day today, and it was raining, and I'm like, I don't really want to be out in this rain, but since I am, why don't I try to see how many things I can name that I'm grateful for, that are actually good things. Like focusing your mind on what is true, what is good, what is noble, what's lovely, what's a good report. Just focusing on those things that are going to build you up. So I've been trying to focus on, at least trying. None of us are perfect. We all can grow in 50 million ways. But trying to focus on things to be grateful for. Instead of like, oh, it's such a cold day today, I have to walk this far, I have to do this thing that I don't really want to do, but I have to do anyways. Who can relate here? but instead focusing on those things that you're grateful for, and just even like saying them out loud. It's kind of really helpful. Like, I feel like I had a much better morning because I was like saying the things out loud that I was grateful for. Like, I was like, I'm thankful that I have this warm coat. I'm thankful that my shoes match my outfit. Like, just simple things that are going to be personal for you to focus on. I'm thankful for this friend. I'm thankful for my positive relationships. Those types of things will also have a really positive effect on just your mental well-being. Like, there's so many bad things in this life right now, in this world right now, in the socio-political climate right now that we can be focusing on, but just taking a step back and being like, yeah, there's all these terrible things going on right now, but Jesus is still on the throne, and these eternal principles are not changing just because the world looks worse today than it did maybe 50 years ago, than it did maybe 10 years ago. Like, these spiritual principles are still in effect, still active, still can help you in your life, can still help you to be closer to God. And also, I think gratefulness can be a form of prayer. Like, when I'm saying those things that I was feeling grateful for this morning, to try to switch my mind out of, it's so cold, I don't want to do this, why did I have to wake up so early? And noticing like how easy it is to think of the bad things, but like focusing on the good things will help you to focus on more of the good things, in the same way that inversely focusing on the bad things will hinder you from focusing on the good things and force you to think more about the bad things. It's kind of like a snowball. Like, whatever that you're thinking about is going to be what you are the most focused on. Whatever you're paying attention to is going to kind of reciprocity, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with this. But yeah, so those are some of the things that I've been focusing on. Also, just kind of like worrying less. Like, there's so many things going on in the world right now that you can worry about, that you can think about. Like, hey, this war is going on, and all of these tragedies. But it's like, if you can't really do anything about it, then there's not really any point in worrying about it, because there's no, like, if you're losing sleep over something that you can't control, first of all, why are you losing sleep over it? And like, secondly, it's not going to make you a happier person to focus on the several wars that are going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to make you have a more uplifted day, or even like help you to serve others around you better if you're in this like depressed mind state. And maybe you're like, watching all of this doesn't make me depressed, but it's still a form of stress. It's just not a stress that personally affects you, but like, it's still gonna raise your cortisol levels, and who wants that? Like, that's not helpful for literally anything. An important part of your health is your social relationships, and studies have shown that, and I just saw one the other day, that the most important aspect or factor, that's the word I'm looking for, factor, the most important factor of how long that you live is how strong your interpersonal social relationships are. So if you want to live a long and fulfilled life, then having those positive social relationships is super important. And how do you have positive social relationships, you invest in them. So I've been trying to invest, especially in my friendships, it can be so easy to be like, I have this thing to do, I have this work that I have to get to, I have this laundry list of things that I have to complete. But at the end of the day, like, thinking about what really matters, like, the amount of time that we spend here on earth is so short. So short in comparison to eternity, in comparison to how long eternity is. Like, I saw a pastor give a sermon one time, and in the sermon, like, he had this rope, and it was like this super long rope, but like on one little part of the rope it was painted like red, and then on the rest of the rope it was like painted, it was just the regular white rope. It wasn't painted, it was just regular white rope, and then there's the little red painted part. Anyways, the red painted part represents your life here on this earth, and then the white represents your eternity in wherever you end up in your eternity, which is your choice. But focusing on just a tiny dot in the painting of the red part, which is the life stress of this life, the cares of this life, the work that you have to get done by the end of this day or by the end of this week, is so futile in light of what really matters, in light of forming those positive relationships, investing into those friendships, and having those positive connections. Like, it's not only good for your health, it's good for your spiritual well-being to do those things. And it's like, it helps you to feel closer to God when you're focusing on the people that need your help versus how you can help yourself. So yeah, that's just like, I don't know, some thoughts that I've been thinking lately. And before I make this video be like a whole 45 minutes, I'm going to try to wrap it up here real quickly and say, I think that it's so easy to focus on those things. It's so easy to be like, this is what I have to do today. This is what I have to do for the rest of this year or the rest of this week or the rest of this month. But when we're focusing on, in light of eternity, what are the most important things to focus on? Like, I feel like that's so much more important than if you got your load of laundry done, if you finished every single work thing that you had to complete today, if you finished every single study session assignment thing that you had to do. Like, those are the things that are really important, and also the things that positively affect your health. Like, you know? So anyways, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. It helps the algorithms to push it out to more people. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you. If you have a video recommendation, something that you would like to see, leave me a comment. I also love to hear where you're watching from. I think that's really fun. Leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye!